know, you might say, hey, these game systems are not your father's game systems, but guess what? These game systems are your father's and your mother's game systems. What we got here is a Sega Genesis. Of course, we're in the museum area where they're running around and they're looking at all the old and new gaming systems all put together. Everything from stuff from the 70s to today. I even saw an 8080 over in the other room. It was a little bit dark, so I don't know if I got that on the video or not. But we're in front of a Sega Genesis right now, where I think we're playing some game called Streets of Rage 2, I think is the name of the game. And of course, if you are a Nintendo fan, they've got the classic NES. If you're a Sega fan, if you're a Jaguar fan, if you're a Dreamcast fan, if you even like the new systems, they have the new systems, and all of this in the museum. So pretty cool stuff. I'm gonna play me a game right now with the let's see, Streets of Rage 2. We'll see what happens here.
Talking about that's the one where like Marge had the vacuum, and Bart had the skateboard. What did Homer have?
This, man.
Yeah, the graphics are pretty bad. It's right here.
Oh, you have to hit the same direction.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, I got it.
Something on the ground. It's hardly hard to miss. Yeah.
I had this joystick. I broke it. Actually, I took it apart.
Oh.
I put it back together, though. Continuing coverage of the Midwest Gaming Classic here. We're you might be looking at a Nintendo system, but John has done a little bit more to it. John's playing the game. What's the name of the game here, John?
It's called Assimilate. It's my own homebrew project here, along with the rest of the stuff here in the NES homebrew area. This is basically a game I started. It's basically just a programming project evolved into a life of its own. It's just a simple 2D side scroller where you basically scroll along, find humans, pull them into your ship, assimilate them, and then drop them back down while trying to avoid all these fireballs and whatnot coming at you. So you have different tools you can use that increase your progress at getting through the stage. Once you've assimilated 100% of the humans in the stage, you move on to the next one. So that's the basic gameplay concept. There's some other little caveats mixed in here and there.
How many games have you made for? Is it all for Nintendo? First of all,
this is my first one, yeah, for the NES, yeah. And it's basically, like I said, I just got into it because I really always loved the NES. It's my childhood system. So basically, got into this just learning how to program. You know, that was important to me, learning the nuts and bolts of the NES itself. And it kind of developed into this whole world of its own. This right here that you're looking at is actually a Yars Revenge port, which Dennis there made, right behind you. And we have a few others running, but they're just not on right now. We have some other little interesting, like Munchie attack games and stuff like that going through these. But yeah.
How many hours did it take for you to develop your game?
Quite a few. I'd say I've been working on it since July, and I'm saying that's putting maybe 10 to 15 hours in it a week, maybe. So yeah, we're talking, I'd say at least a couple hundred so far, and I'm hoping to have it out by the middle of the summer. So yeah, you're talking about maybe a few hundred hours or so.
What does somebody do to get a game like this? Do they find it on the internet? Do you download it? You put it into a chip? What's happening?
Actually, we code it all ourselves, and you basically just code it using WordPad or another simple programming development environment, and then you assemble it, run it. You can run it in an emulator to test it, and then eventually what we do to get it on an NES cart is a lot of homebrewers, they'll basically take old NES carts that match the formatting of their game, and then they will take the ROM chips out of those, write their code to new ROM chips, and then solder those ROM chips onto those boards, and then reseal it as a new cartridge. So there's also a site out in California called RetroUSB.com, and that guy fabricates his own boards. You can fabricate your own boards as well and write ROM chips to them. But no, we actually do this with the intent to put them out on full-fledged NES carts that will play in your top loader or front-loading NES system.
That's pretty cool. Where do people go to find this game and more of your work?
Well, right now you can find this on WordPress.NESAsylum.com. That's spelled NESSLYUM. So like NES Asylum together. And that's basically got the updated videos and basically updates news on when I hope to have it done. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much, and I'll let you get back to your exciting game. I haven't played a Nintendo game in oops, I just dropped that. I haven't played in a while, so thanks a lot for your time.
No problem. Thank you.
Oops, I just dropped that. I